Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck Trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten, only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a turtle to me, but I don't know the significance. But this is a rivalry game.
It's a pretty cool-looking wooden turtle, I'll say that. And that's saying something, Pollock. How about that? A history lesson from you. Anyone that says that this football game's not educational, they just don't watch us enough.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Last time they squared off for the Illabuck, it was the Buckeyes taking a close one.
And the Buckeyes making the plays they needed to play late in the game. Listen, they got all this firepower. Just holding them down for a long enough time for Illinois is a job, is a task. They did a good job except for the finish last year.
Yeah, Ohio State's a team that oftentimes is looking at Michigan and Penn State and Michigan State. This is a game in the past they've maybe overlooked, and you wonder if that was happening last year. At the end of the day, they got the W, but they've got to come into this one more focused.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the run. Smashes through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle, because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Illinois' offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. First down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offensive route to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. final play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll run it from the gun. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down to this defense.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot. He's taking the shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
All bottled up, and now the ball is free. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And the returner will be brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his back in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illibuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as...
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the ground game. Fakes his man out. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Little touch pass to the receiver. Running toward the tape. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll go right back to him. At the 20, he's got space. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, the ball carrier really showed up for his offense there, right? Down in your own end, within your own 10-yard line, you need someone to step up and make an explosive play happen. You got to make people miss and give yourself some room to work and operate and really get this drive going. He did exactly that.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And it's been a long one. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into it. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off on them.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off. No real chance on the return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense... And they get that turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got him in the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man. Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good... You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every